Welcome to the DJ's Pro Pick'em Show. I'm your host, Dennis James. I'm here today with guest host Derek Arnold and my producer Lawrence Jones. We're going to talk today about the games from week 11, and we're also going to preview games for week 12. But first, let's go to the big scoreboard. Let's take a look at the winners for week 11 this week. Congratulations go out to the round winner this week, Jason Kidd, with 15-1, 192 points, setting an all-time high record. He broke Guy Chiappane's record of 190, which was set back in 1996. I'm sorry, in 2006. Independent conference winner for this week, Tyrone Hitton. His second conference win on 13-3, 170 points. Classic division winner, myself, Dennis James. Second division win, 13-3, 147 points. Tyrone got his fourth division win in the Zion division. In the Rice division, Belinda Baldwin got her first division win on 13-3, 151 points. Jason got his first Summit division win with his 15-1, 192 points. In the old FedEx division, Derek Taylor continues to stay high with his fourth division win on 13-3, 167 points. And Aaron Wilkinson won the FedEx division, going 12-4, 146 points for his third division win. Let's take a quick look at the others from this week that also did well. First of all, I want to give congratulations to Reggie Coates. Also, we had a good week, going 13-3, 169 points. Derek Arnold also did pretty well, 13-3, 145 points. And he's held on to the Southern Division now for 4 weeks in a row. Rick Smets went 13-3, 143 points. Jamie Norris 11-5 with 140 points also. Let's go ahead and look at the division races real quick. In the Summit division, Derek Arnold once again holds on for fourth week in a row. He now has an 8-point lead over Jamie Norris. Jason Kidd with his big week got back into the race and 28 points back. In the old FedEx division, Derek Taylor continues to pull away. He now has a 57-point division lead over Brian Manda. And in the FedEx division, Tim Bushner, he has retaken the lead after a 1 week hiatus. He's down at least Terry Williams by 16 points. Back in the class division, glory has been set to the Old West. Dennis James is taking over again in the classic division after being away from 4 weeks. He will stay there for the rest of the year. In the Zion division, Tyrone Hitton continues to pull away and continues to dominate. He now has an 82-point lead over Reggie Coates. In the Coyote division, Damon Thomas for once had a bad week with 10-6. But he now leads Eric Clark by 71 points in the Rice division. One quick glance at the power rankings. Sheriff in town. He's now taking over number one ranking with 1,292 points. Over the last 5 weeks, Tyrone has amassed a 50-20 record. Damon Thomas falls from number one to number two. Dennis James moves up to number 3 this week. Sean Harris falls to the 4th spot. Derek Taylor enters the top 5 this year for the first time this year with his big week. Tim Bushner moves up 2 spots to number 6. Amir Harris drops down 4 spots to number 7. Nathan Stokes moves up a spot to number 8. And Derek Arnold is back in the top 10 at the number 9 spot. Along with Reggie Coates making his first appearance in 2000 and first appearance in 2009 and number 10. Now we go back to the show. Welcome back. After you saw the school board, we got to give congratulations again to Jason Kidd, who set an all-time record this week on 15-1, 192 points. He broke Guy Chiappane's record from 2006. Guy had a perfect week that week and went 16-0, 190 points. I guess we could say now, after finally 10 weeks of the season, or 11 weeks, I think the scores this week were pretty high, despite the best week as a league combined. The average score this week was 11-5, 134 points. Can we safely say now that we know who's going to be good, who's not going to be good now? Has it been long enough to say that?
You mean as far as the players or the team?
As far as the teams, yeah. I think that's why everybody had good weeks. Everybody had such a good week this week.
I think things followed as they should. I mean, there's a few surprises like Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, but yeah, I think for the most part, everyone's starting to establish their identity and figure out what they can do.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's one notable exception, though. The Tennessee Titans. Where'd they come from?
Yeah.
They just...
Yeah, we'll hit on them a little bit later on the show, too. First, we want to also talk about Tyrone Hinton. He had a big week as well. He had 170 points. Usually 170 gets you a round win, but this week he only got a conference win. But Tyrone is now taking over the number 1 spot in power rankings. And I think he got pissed off at me last week when I called him the Buffalo Bills. But he asserted himself this week. Other people had good weeks too. Richard Coates had 169 points and didn't get anything for it. He didn't even get a division win for it, which is sad. That may be a record too. I might have to go back and look that one up. Most points scoring, not to get a division win. Derek, you also had a pretty good week. You got nothing for it. How do you feel about that?
Damn you, Jason Kidd!
All right, but I can't say you've held on to the Summit Division for 4 weeks in a row now. So that's stability. So stability always leads to good things later on. All right, let's go on to some of the key games involving the picks. The first one was a Thursday night game, Tennessee-Houston. This game, actually, that was the Monday night game. This game was right. This is the only game that's kind of right down the middle. We had 23 people who picked Tennessee, and there were 9 10-point bonus hits in that game. This game was probably the difference between a lot of people winning the division. I know if I picked Tennessee in this one, if Tennessee would have lost and Houston won, Sean would have won the division this week, and I probably wouldn't even been in the first place now. Same thing with I think Reggie and Tyrone. I think Reggie had Tennessee. Tyrone had. Reggie had Houston, Tyrone had Tennessee, and I think that gave Tyrone the W there too. Then plus a lot of people hit the 10-point bonus on the head on that one to propel them to heights too. The other key game, Detroit at Cleveland, which I can't believe I'm saying that, but Detroit at Cleveland was a key game. Amazing enough, there still was 15 people who picked the Browns to win. I guess,
that wasn't one of them.
I guess once you're insane, you're always insane. But there were 22 bonus hits in that game, 8 3-point bonus hits. Green Bay at San Fran, another key game. This was the 2 games that Jason and Tyrone both hit on the head. 32 out of 42 picked Green Bay in that one. Indianapolis and Baltimore scored here 17-15. So, of course, you have a lot of 3-point bonus, 2-point bonus hits in that one. There were 22 bonuses given out altogether. 31 out of 42 picked Indy. And the Giants at Atlanta. That game went to overtime, 34-31 final score. There were 6 10-point bonus hits in that one. And then the last one, this one was key because Oakland at Cincinnati, only 2 people picked Oakland, which I'm amazed 2 people picked them at all. But Jason Kidd, of course, he's a Raiders fan, so he went with the Raiders. He hit the game on the head. Mike Rose also got a 1-point bonus on this game. Any game, besides the Oakland-Cincinnati game, any game that from this week that stood out to you?
Probably and I didn't really see too much of it, but the Dallas-Washington game.
Okay.
Because I looked at halftime and it was 3-0 Washington.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? It didn't surprise me that, because we talked about how Dallas is just up and down all season, and you never know which team is going to show up. And it surprised me that they were able to pull out the win. But I was just surprised they hadn't scored anything at halftime.
Well, everybody knew coming into the season, everybody thought the Redskins have a pretty good defense, and the defense for the most part this year hasn't been too bad. It's just the offense has been too inconsistent. Any game other than the Browns that stood out for you?
Oh man, that was gonna be my pick. The Steelers game.
Okay.
The Steelers lost to the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that when we come back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the notable games. Just the games themselves, nothing to do with the picks.